Hello, everyone. And I say everyone, I mean one. Hello, Bowser, if you're here still. I was on D Live right now because I could play an intro song and give some people some time to get in here, especially since I haven't live streamed on YouTube in quite some time now. But hey, new fish, I just wanted to get on here and catch up with everybody. So hopefully some people will show up. If not, I'll try to schedule it in advance. Hey, X amount of words. So, again, I don't have nothing planned. I just have not been, I've been taking quite a bit of a break from YouTube. It just got to be too much. And hey, Allison, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. It just got to be a little bit too much. Hi, Shay. It's kind of like a little bit even overwhelming for me. There's just like, it gets really tiring. And if those of you that stream, especially if you stream multiple times a week, you'll know what I'm talking about. And hopefully you guys can hear me right now. I haven't done StreamYard in quite some time. But again, I wish I was on D Live because at least with D Live you can play music, and I like to do an intro song too in case there's nobody in there. So I'm not sitting there talking to myself, but I'm glad there's a few of you in here so far. So again, I don't even know how long it's been since I've done a live stream. So probably almost a month. So I do apologize to all of you for it's buffering. It shouldn't be buffering. I'm using StreamYards. Maybe try refreshing. It's telling me I have excellent condition. Or not condition. Excellent condition. I have excellent connection. I guess you could use condition as well. Hey, Sophia's dream. Hey, Sour. Happy birthday. Sour D is celebrating a birthday today, everybody. Hey, Bowser. Hey, Cecile. I'm really surprised there's actually people here. Thanks for being here, everyone. I don't have anything planned. I just wanted to call and just let you guys know that, oh, thank you. Yeah, I forgot that I did a live stream and I, on a panel that I, with a good group of friends of mine. And so D-Live's a little bit smaller platform, and I forgot to change my picture, so it's a little late for that now. So here's think for yourself with her goofy self in my picture. Thank you, Allison. I appreciate that. But I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know that I'm still alive and everything's okay. And I hope all of you are doing good as well. I have tried here and there to watch some of these true crime channels. It's been, again, kind of difficult. Thank you, Allison. Thank you so much. But I've tried to watch some of these live streams, but these cases have got, they're so ridiculous. And I just can't believe there's still, a lot of these creators are, number one, still continuing to cover like the Watts case. Like, there's nothing wrong with covering the Watts case. I would still cover it, but I almost feel like it's just an echo chamber, and it seems like I'm getting through to some people, but I'm not receiving the views that for the amount of time that I'm spending on doing these live streams. So I mean, I hope that doesn't come off as like selfish or whatnot. And I'm also not monetized. A lot of these other true crime channels, and especially the bigger ones, are monetized, and so they're getting paid for the time that they're spending making all these videos and these live streams. And I've been, you guys know, if you've been following me, I've been covering the Watts case almost since the beginning, not from the very beginning, but and I spent a lot of time making these upload videos. That's when I stopped making up the uploads, because I literally, like, I don't have this like expensive computer software where I can just knock out these videos. I literally use my phone for all the videos I made on the Watts case, and I would have to use like multiple different apps, because like one of the apps would have one feature that didn't have, and the other one had, or whatever, vice versa. So I did it the hard way, but I got it done. Let's just say that. Sophia says, I've been engulfed in the Kalia McNabb murder case. It's a few years old, has some psyop vibes and creeped me out. Huh, I'll have to look into it, Sophia. Again, I know there's a couple other cases that have come out, but I just have not, I've been avoiding YouTube for the most part. I've been streaming a lot on DLive. It's just a different atmosphere. It's a different environment. It's a different group of people. It's smaller. And I know that I have said many times, please go over and follow me on DLive. It only takes a couple minutes to sign up, but I really do recommend, and I'll put my DLive link in the chat. I do recommend taking a couple minutes to go over to DLive and follow me. I play anything from just music videos to covering conspiracy to psyops to pretty much anything you could think of. Like I think I played Mr. Bean's Christmas or something. Like it's just totally completely random over there in a different environment, like I said. So if you guys are for one tired of the YouTube drama, which seems to follow in every genre on YouTube, I guess it doesn't really matter where you go, there's going to be drama. But for the most part, DLive being such a smaller community, it's just a good group of people there. And I really think that you guys will enjoy it over there if you take the time. Hey, Sky. It is my pick. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was just telling everyone that I went on panel with a group of friends on DLive, and I was kind of a little bit I was a little bit tipsy. I've done a couple of drunk streams that I'm not proud of on DLive. That were actually kind of fun, but I might have been a little bit tipsy that night. So I got risky. I put my picture up, my goofy think for yourself picture. That's think being goofy. But thank you, I appreciate it. And I forgot to switch it to my avatar, so that's me. Again, let me put my DLive link in the chat if you guys are interested. If you're not already following me over there, again, I highly recommend you do it. And again, it's just a different environment, and there's a lot of great streamers over there. Ones that cover politics, they cover they do music videos, like Bowser for one. I'll put Bowser's link in the chat. He does a really, really great job. He takes a lot of time on his streams. They're super energetic and fun. So I'll also put his link in the chat, Sour D. If you want to put your link in the chat to help me out, that would be fantastic. Sour covers so many different topics, from the virus to Tartaria to mud floods to just you name it. He plays music videos as well. A really great streamer. He puts a lot of effort into his streams as well. So again, if you guys are not already like a member on DLive or signed up over there, I highly recommend it. If I can remember what the link is. Okay, there we go. And it is different. It takes some getting used to, for sure. A lot different than YouTube, but for the most part, it's generally the same. You have your donations that you do. They use like a different type of currency, which just converts into like dollars pretty much. But it is run on a blockchain, so it's a little bit different. But there's my link. Let me put in Bowser's link. Again, he does really great entertaining streams, and he puts a lot of effort into it. And I'm a huge supporter of him, as well as Sour D. And bear with me, I'm not as fast as some of these other creators that put these links in. So you love my Rude Witches video? I know you always say Rude Witches, New Fish. That was another one of my random streams. I thought it looked interesting, and believe it or not, thank you, Sour, for putting it. No, not my link, your link. Sour. It's your birthday. I'm supposed to put your link. Okay, hold on. I mean, I'm not a very good multitasker. Okay, there's Saturday's link. And like I said, you guys, if you are not already on live, I highly recommend going over there and following Howard and Bowser. And there's so many other ones. There's Tech Tie that I support, who is also a great supporter of me as well. And it's so The difference is on D Live is that for the most part, the community is very supportive of one another compared to true crime, where I've again avoided simply because, you know, I'm constantly being, and I'm not trying to say, oh, poor me, boohoo, but like I'm constantly being not supported by my other true crime or fellow true crime creators, which we should all be if, you know, we're trying to um, like get the truth out of these cases, right? And find justice for these victims. And I say victims, quote unquote, because you guys, if you've been following me, you know how I feel about a lot of these true crime cases. Hey, MJ. Hey, Orbital. And so it's a totally different community compared to D Live. And it's the support on D Live is much greater over there. Like we really do, and regardless if someone's doing music videos, if someone's doing true crime, if someone's doing like government conspiracy or for the most part, we support one another regardless of the content. Now there is some people on there that are all about themselves and they like to only profit for themselves and not support one another. They like to pretend that they do, but again, you're going to have that anywhere you go on any platform. But like I said, for the most part, D Live is a great community thus far. Anyways, we'll see. Hopefully, it does last. But and like I said too, if you guys just want to take a break from YouTube, like come over and just check out these other streamers. And I have all the streamers that I support. I do need to add more still, but I do have all of them in my about section. You can just simply click on their links or their panel links that I made for them, and it'll take you straight to their channel. So but back to YouTube, it just right, Allison. And Allison, please feel free to, you're a moderator, right? Still, yeah. Please, if you could help me out, drop your link in the chat. Allison, aka TCA, is doing a great job covering these true crime cases that a lot of other people are not covering. The ones that I feel are real and are deserving of people's attention. But back to YouTube, it's very toxic. And even you wouldn't think it would be in the true crime community, but it is. And um like I said, I'm not being timed out from voicing my opinion on any of these channels on D Live. I'm not being silenced. So when I just got timed out on another channel. Hey Robbie, I just got timed out on another channel for saying one word. Like because they were going on and saying that, oh, there was activity outside of the Wells home, and it's just like this Wells case. It's such a circus, and I'm almost glad that this Gabby Petito case has died down as far as I can see. It's just absolutely ridiculous, and I've said this many times. It's like, regardless of my point of view, or if this Summer Wells case or any of these cases, to be honest with you, thank you, Allison. Yeah, please, if anyone is not following TCA, please take a moment to go check out her channel. She does a really great job, and she's very supportive of me. So even if these cases, let's say hypothetically that they're 100% real, let's say that I'm wrong and the Watts case was real, let's say the Wells case is 100% real, the Gabby Petito case, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, but what makes one murder or one missing child more important than all of the other ones? Like, people are so glued to these, especially social media. Hey, Alma, especially to these social media channels that are on YouTube that are just running these cases into the ground, like just over and over. And I still see some of these other channel creators playing the same Watts footage over and over and over again. Like, it's like, I get that they're trying to do, some of them are probably still trying to get justice, but a lot of them, it's like, how many times did you have to play the body cam footage over and over again? Or how many times are you going to play Nicole Kessinger's interviews over and over again? Hey, mic dropping, Mom, good to see you. So how many times are they going to play them and just run it into the ground. I think there's nothing's coming from it. Hey, Pink Dahlia. Nothing has come from any of it, and playing the same stuff over again. And these channel creators that are playing the body cam footage and the interviews over and over, they're still getting over 100 people in their chat. I'm sitting here like coming and trying to wake people up, and not I could play the body cam footage over and over again. I still won't get 100 people in my chat, but that's just the way it goes. But like it gets very discouraging, to say the least. And again, I don't want to come off as like being selfish or like poor me that I'm not getting views, because there's a lot of other smaller channels that do cover these cases. But Buddy says hello. In the end, it's just very discouraging at times. And again, my channel's not monetized. I have thought about monetizing my channel, but I always told you guys that I would never want to make you guys sit through advertisements on my channel. But that's not what my channel was about. That's not why I started it. I did it because I'm trying to wake people up, because there's so many people that, hey, Ashley, there's so many people out there that are just very, very, they have no idea. They have no idea that they are being, one, brainwashed, and two, that they're being duped. And it's just like, and it's like, that's not why I was doing this. But again, it's when does get discouraging, when I have been doing this over 3 years now, if not maybe 4 years now. I don't know. I don't like to think about it. It's been a long time, seems like. When I've been doing it for 100% free. But again, I do take a lot of time and effort, especially when I'm uploading videos, to get the content out there. And so that's why I kind of took like a break from it. So it's not that I hope that you guys don't think it was anything against you, but I just needed to kind of take a little bit of an impromptu there. So now I have thought about still trying to, I don't even know if I can get monetized, but I know that some of you were interested in the memberships. I don't care about the monetization as far as like the advertisements go. I know that YouTube plans on still doing advertisements on channels that are not monetized. So at that point, I almost feel like, why not? But if I'd like to know what you guys think about it. If you guys, I'll still be doing these live streams. I will still obviously be trying to get truth out there. I just needed somewhat of a break. And again, you guys, I am on D Live all the time, playing, like New Fish said, anything from like a cult. I played this documentary from 1987 on D Live, because with D Live, it's not as strict as far as like copyright goes and stuff. Like, yes, they do kind of crack down on it. As far as like, if you just play a straight documentary, and if you don't like commentate throughout it, if you don't make it somewhat original to your own, then D Live will strike you for that. But there are ways around it, compared to YouTube, where I can't even play like a music video for like an intro here. I can't even play, for the most part, any news clips. Sometimes you can get away with it, but you're taking a risk. So, but I can play, like, so much content that I can cover D Live compared to YouTube. And that's why I always encourage you guys to go over and follow me on D Live, since it only does take a couple minutes to do that. And again, there are many great creators over there that cover a lot of different content. So hey, I could have had a V8. I like that name. So I don't even know if I can be monetized. I will definitely think about it. And if you guys think that's something I should do, but again, I'm not here to make money. But again, if I am going to be putting a lot of my time and effort, but then you guys too, like, I think a lot of creators forget that I could start a fundraiser for my lawyer fees. Yeah, I could start a GoFundMe for pretty much. Apparently, you can start GoFundMe's for pretty much anything now. So, like, if I needed flour from the store, I could start a $10 GoFundMe. But thank you, the Pink Dahlia. I appreciate that. Yeah, I forgot to remove my picture. I wasn't thinking. I'm such a space cadet, but that's me. So, I'll go back to the cartoon next time. And thank you. So are you, Pink Dahlia. And I really appreciate you guys being here, by the way. But as I was saying, like you guys, it's not just me that's taking time to an effort to put into creating content, but you guys, you take the time out of your days to listen to me speak and ramble. So it's just and I just appreciate that. I think a lot of channel creators forget that. And there's some channel creators that I'll follow. Like, for instance, if there's a channel that I follow and I watch a lot of their content and I enjoy their content, but if I see that they're not like engaging with their chat at all, and I know I'm definitely not the best at it, especially when I get on rants. But thank you, Robbie. I appreciate that. But if they're not engaging with their chats and they're just like just completely void to what anybody's saying, it's I don't agree with that. They're taking time out of your days to watch all of this content as well. And if I see them not like making an effort to comment, respond to comments in the comment section, and I get it, like if you have like 500,000 subs or whatever, like that would be impossible to respond to every single one. But I mean, even then, like takes 10 minutes out of the day to like heart a couple of them or at least respond to some of them. So when I see channel creators like that not engaging, it's very it's a turn off. So hey, Eastwater. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Eastwater. There's the Summer Wells case. I'll tell you what, like it's just there's so This is so much. It's just so ridiculous. And speaking of that, of drama, I was a little bit disappointed because there's a certain channel creator, and I honestly didn't watch it. I should probably watch it, but it triggers me almost, and it's very difficult to trigger me sometimes. But um, it seems like it's been uh, more easy to do so lately for some reason with me. But there's a creator that I've, shout out many times and they're one of the ones that opened my eyes to a lot of the symbolism in the Wells case. And I actually saw them go on a channel that 100% fully is pushing this Wells case, in my opinion, for money. Like, and, talking to the creators, not to the creators, talking to the family members, it's just like, it's, you feel like right when you think that you can like support someone or you think that they're doing the right thing, they go on a channel that's 100% against everything that they've been saying on their channel. It makes no sense to me. Like I wouldn't go on a channel that it's like, oh hey, Megan, do you want to come up on my channel and talk about, I mean, which I have, which I never went back on the channel, by the way. Talk about your theories on the case, like the Watts case or whatever, or the Gabby Petito case, but you either have to do it on my conspiracy channel only, which in my opinion, a lot of these are not even conspiracies. They're 100% orchestrated cases. And I think I've provided enough evidence to support my theory with a lot of this. So, but if I have to go up on a channel to promote myself or to talk about the case, and they're like, oh, you can't talk about the psyop part of it, or you can only discuss certain things. If you can only discuss, the information that you found about the Celebrate report from the Watts case and this and that, like I'm still being censored either way. But again, this channel creator I've shout out many times to you guys just recently, and then I see him go on a channel, a channel that's been really pushing the Wells case and making a lot of money off of doing it as well. So it's very disappointing to say the least. Again, I should probably watch the entire stream, but at that point, it really doesn't matter. So yeah, that's true, Amma. So, but I just wanted to come on here and, again, let you guys know that I'm still here and um, that I haven't forgotten about you guys. So, I will be doing these live streams more. I will consider doing like the memberships because, like I said, I know that a few of you were interested in me doing that. I don't know what, like, I would do probably just one tier. It's not going to be $19.99 for like one-on-one time with Think. Like, that's just absolutely ridiculous. I'm not doing a Patreon. I refuse to do a Patreon. That would absolutely defeat the purpose of what I'm trying to do. And I just doing a Patreon that would not get the truth out there to as many people as I'm trying to get it out there to. Um, so that is out of the question. Of course, the memberships I will do, and again, I don't even know if I'll be approved. So, hey Bob. So I'll definitely think about it for sure. Let me put my DLive link in the chat one more time. If you guys are not following me on DLive, again, I do encourage you to do so. But so what I was saying earlier was, hey, share the which documentary that I played. It was from like 1987, and it was a full on like not it wasn't a dramatized. It was actual video footage of these paganists, occultists, like doing these really, really strange. It was just a very, very strange documentary, but it intrigued me. And it's, there's actually people out there like that, and people need to know about it. So, but my point is that I play all different stuff, and I talk about all different stuff on DLive, and so that's why I do encourage you guys to go over there. Cecile, yeah, you know what the thing with DLive is, I don't even get any DLive notifications anymore. I don't know what happened. I went into my apps and I tried to turn notifications on. They were already on. So I don't know what's going on with DLive. DLive does still have quite a few glitches, unfortunately, but they're doing the best they can, I suppose, for the community that they are. But again, it's just a completely different community of people, a group of people, and we just, for the most part, we all try to support one another. So again, compared to YouTube and just the toxicity, excuse me, of YouTube and how I mean, you can't even voice your opinions about anything without being banned or muted, especially me. But I just got to the point where I'm tired of holding back opinions because I'm worried about this certain channel creator or whatever that I supported being upset with me because I'm a moderator or whatever. It's just, I just got very tired of being censored and just holding back, because if that's not it defeats the purpose of what I'm doing as far as trying to get the truth out there about these cases and about how many people are being duped with them. I'm not sure what's going on, Chair, but anyway, so I just wanted to come on here and again let you guys know that I'm still here. I will still do these live streams, and I will try to um, do these more often and get back into YouTube. And if there's any new cases, I'll definitely cover those as well. But as far as the circus of the Wells case, I just can't do it, you guys. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Hi, Vincina. It's just, it's such a circus. It really is. I mean, just, I don't even want to go into it. That's how much it really does kind of to me. But it's, I'll definitely try to come on here more. So yeah, I have actually, Bob, I've tried to follow Mark Fugel. Hey Snicky, how are you? I've missed you. Snicker Pie was one of the ones on DLive who actually got banned from DLive, unfortunately, just recently. But she was a really good supporter of mine, and she was doing a lot of the protest coverage and whatnot. but she's unfortunately no longer there. I'm not sure if I haven't talked to you, so I'm not sure if it was just a temporary ban or if it was a permanent ban. But very sorry to hear that, Snicker. But to your comment, Bob, I tried to follow Marfugel News. It's right when I got on D Live, and I couldn't do it. I don't know if it was just because he was boring, or I don't know. He just wasn't doing it for me. But hey, Tennyson, I'm glad you're hanging in there, Snicker. I hope you're having a good holiday season, and the rest of you as well. So that's a good idea, Alma. That's a really good idea, actually. So nobody can be banned. Yeah. Except when you have like 500 people in your chat, then it's like, not that I ever would have 500 people in my chat, but that would be a little bit difficult, probably. But so, and then real quick before I go, there was this, someone had sent me a link to this new, I guess, like they're popular on TikTok, I guess. I don't remember the channel name, but I would have to look at my history or go into my DMs. But they had Molly Golightly on there, and if you guys have been following me, you guys know how I feel about Molly Golightly. I try not to bring her up that often because she's so ridiculous, and I don't want to give her any sort of promotion or shout out whatsoever. She's one of the people that I fully believe, since she was covering the Watts case from the very beginning and talking with the family and just this, a lot of confusion. I do fully believe that Molly Golightly, especially how much she engages in like these, like showing up at the crime scene, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna find Brian Laundrie, justice for Gabby." She's what, and in the end, she's an actress. She was on a reality television show. She's there for entertainment purposes, and when it comes to true crime, it just shouldn't. There should be no entertainment going on, right? Hey, Purple Butterfly, good to see you. So I fully believe that she's 100% controlled opposition, as well as some of these other bigger creators. Like, and I'll just go ahead and say it. Like, Jay is for Justice. Armchair Detective, is he even around? I haven't even heard anything about that guy in a long time, and that's a good thing. So I'm not subscribed to them. I just recently got again muted on Jay is for Justice channel. I'm really getting tired of being muted, and I know that sometimes lately I can come off as maybe not as genuine or as nice, but in the end, it's I'm not here to be like, I don't want to say I'm not here to be kind, but I'm sorry, but people really truly need to wake up, because they're being duped every single day by the mainstream media all the time. And I don't know how many times I have to put in a chat, and I assure you that 90% of the people in the chat, when I say go look up the Smith Modernization Act of 2012, which makes it legal for the mainstream media and the U.S. government to push propaganda and lie to the public, means they can literally, with this law, they've been doing it before. Allison knows about this. A lot of the people that have been following me knows that's all I ever talk about. That's like the longest like bill name you could think of. It just rolls off my tongue. That's how many times I've talked about it. So it literally makes it legal for the mainstream media and the U.S. government to push propaganda, lie to the public, and they've been doing it for hundreds of years before that, pushing propaganda with the mainstream media, and they're all owned by the same 6 corporations, like the elite. The mainstream media is only told what to say, and that's what they put out. So when you see them covering the Watts case, and they're really pushing out that narrative, and they're all pushing out the exact same narrative, and then all of a sudden, you see how the mainstream media just completely stops talking about it. Same thing with the Gabby Petito case. You couldn't turn one direction without hearing about freaking Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. And all of a sudden, once they were done pushing out that narrative, it's like the mainstream media completely just stopped covering it. And then it just completely goes to social media. Hey, Private Pirate. Good to see you. And it's just, and it's all just conformed into social media. And then all these social media channels, these true crime channels, now you guys can't see me, but quote unquote true crime channels, NC, oh man, like I don't even want to bring up that person's name, because I really cannot believe how many people, one, watch her, two, find her entertaining, I just don't understand it. I just don't understand the mindset of some people sometimes. Like, what has she brought to the true crime community besides complete 100% drama? But it seems like, not to get off track, but it seems like there's a lot of people in the true crime community that they don't really care about justice. It seems to me like they just care about the drama, or what Christopher Watts' cellmate, supposedly his cellmate, if they would actually even look him up and see that he's probably not who he says he is. Like, yeah, was he in prison? But if you look up his, his um, being moved in and out of prison all the time, he wasn't even in Dodge Correctional long enough to even have time to switch out his pair of underwear. Okay, but people, the majority of people, they don't just do. If they would just do a little bit of research and look up this guy who's claiming to have been a cellmate with Christopher Watts, they would know that he's probably full of shit. But they don't. They literally just go to these channels and these true crime creators, and they just believe everything that they're told, whether it be because they're manipulative, because they're confident in what they're saying. I don't know, but it's very, very scary, and especially at this day and age, because those are the kind of people that are going to ruin it for the rest of us. Ones that have an open mind, think for ourselves, do our own research. As cliche as that sounds, I know that's like my little motto, but it really, really is so important these days, because everyone just really believes what they're told. And it's sad. It's sad that we can't, just wake up and go to our favorite true crime creator and get the facts from them, right? But again, that's why it's so important to not believe everything that you're told. And the problem with true crime as well is that all these cases, or the majority of them, that these true crime creators are covering, the stories coming from the mainstream media, who, again, like I said, they can legally lie to us. You guys, they can it doesn't matter what it is. They can legally make up any story they want. So if you live in a little town in, I say North Carolina because I saw Alma put NC, but I know she's talking about Natasha. If a little town in North Carolina, right, they can make up any story at the local news station and literally lie to sway opinions of the citizens, and sway their opinions and push propaganda. And then they, as small as that, or all the way up to 9/11, like, they can legally do it. Not only can they legally do it, but it doesn't get back to them. They have no repercussions for it. We can't get mad about it because it's literally a bill that they pass underneath our noses that a lot of people do not know about. So I'll keep dropping it in chats, and hopefully people will start to pick it up. If I have to go into J is for Justice chat and just keep saying, hey, look up the Smith Modernization Act, when she's got 500, 900 people in there, I'm hoping that maybe some people will actually go and say, hey, maybe I should look this up, because a lot of these cases are not adding up. They're not making sense. Why are they not making sense? Why are there more questions and answers all the time? So it's like, it's just been kind of frustrating, to say the least. But so that being said, after my little rant there, I do appreciate all of you guys being here. Very surprised all you guys are here, but thank you so much. And I know it was kind of impromptu, but I just felt like I should get on here because it's been quite a while, and I felt bad about that for sure. So thank you again so much for being here. I will be streaming more on here, but again, please, if you're not following me on DLive, please take some time to go over and follow me, as well as check out my about section for some of the other creators that are on there doing a great job. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.